Buckle up, everyone, because today we are diving deep into the shadow of the Ghat.
Ooh, yes.
This short story
came
out so recently.
just last week, right?
It was just published last week. It's the kind of story that, like, just stays with you.
Oh, right.
It's got that gritty noir.
And the setting.
Yes, the setting is just so vibrant. Calcutta specifically. And, you know, we have to give a shout out to Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The digital marketing legend.
The human AI man.
I know.
He created something truly special.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what really gets me?
What's that?
It's how he just drops us right into Calcutta.
Like right into the thick of it.
Yeah, like
the middle of monsoon season.
You can just feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can feel the rain, smell the dampness.
The humidity.
It's almost overwhelming.
In a good way, though.
Oh, in the best way.
You're there.
So well done.
And then we meet Roy.
Our protagonist.
He's this hard-boiled private investigator. He's got his own demons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a classic noir archetype, but there's just this like
a depth.
Yeah, there's more to him.
There's more to him.
You get the feeling that, like,
he's searching for something.
Calcutta is weighing on him.
Oh, Calcutta is definitely like...
It's almost like
another character.
Another character, yeah.
The poverty and despair.
You can feel it.
It's palpable.
And then into Roy's world walks this woman.
Oh, my goodness.
In this, like, blood red sari.
It's breathtaking.
And her face is veiled.
In mourning.
Yeah, in mourning. And, you know, she brings this whole other layer
of intrigue.
She's looking for her missing husband who disappeared in Varanasi while researching the Agori.
And this is where I think...
This is where it gets good.
This is where he brings in, like, the core mystery.
And the settings.
Varanasi.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost a character itself.
I was just going to say that.
So steeped in history and spirituality.
And you can practically, like, hear the chants.
The incense.
And the smell of the incense from the descriptions.
And the Ganges.
This city.
Life and death are just so intertwined.
Yeah, it's like right there.
They're together.
Yeah, so closely intertwined. And it adds this layer of like mystique.
Mystique, yeah.
And a little bit of like...
foreboding?
Yeah, foreboding, like, you know, something's going to happen.
And you know, he really did his research.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't just tell us about Varanasi.
He puts us there.
He immerses us.
Yes, and speaking of immersing us...
the Agori.
These ascetic Hindu sadhus.
Yes, and the way he describes them.
Intense. Shocking practices.
There's this air of mystery and rumors.
It just sends chills down your spine.
And he uses the Agori to explore.
Explore the boundaries of belief.
Yeah, what are we willing to accept?
Yeah, what's real?
As real. And Roy, you know, as cynical as he is.
Oh, yeah.
He gets pulled in.
Head first.
He dives right into the city's underbelly.
The warnings.
Cryptic warnings.
He is following them.
Yeah, and there's like this sense of danger.
You can just feel it.
Building, like you're watching a noir film.
Oh, yeah, it's like a classic.
But with this added layer of spiritual mystery.
Yes.
And I think the husband's journal.
Oh, the journal.
It's brilliant.
Oh, my God.
It's filled with his obsession.
With the Agori.
The Agori.
And it culminates in this, like...
this final entry.
This ominous final.
And it hints at this, like...
this fateful encounter.
like, you know something bad happened.
Something terrible has happened.
And the way he uses the journal...
to build the tension.
It's like a ticking time bomb.
Oh, it's so good.
And you're just waiting for it to...
waiting for it to explode.
Yeah, and it's not just a plot device either.
No, it's like a window.
Into his mind.
Into the husband's psyche.
Yeah, you see how the fascination just consumes him?
Yes.
And then we get to the scene...
where Roy finds the Agori.
He finds them.
The location.
By the Ganges.
The atmosphere. The ritualistic.
The way he describes it.
So vivid. It's so vivid. And then the discovery.
Of the husband's fate.
Ugh, talk about a gut punch.
I know.
Like right in the feet.
He just hits you like a wave. Oh, man, the way he builds that scene.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Like you're right there with Roy.
Experiencing it with
the flickering firelight, the chanting. Oh, and then the reveal.
The husband's fate.
It just hits you.
Like a wave.
And Roy's reaction.
He runs.
He flees for his life.
Yeah, it just adds another layer.
Of intensity.
It makes you wonder.
Was it luck?
Or
something else.
Something more.
Something more.
Yeah.
You know, Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The human AI man.
Yeah, he's got this way of...
bringing in this ambiguity.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it makes you question.
If there are forces at work.
Beyond our comprehension.
Beyond what we know.
And Roy...
he gets back to Calcutta.
But he's different.
He's changed.
That encounter with the Agori.
And the darkness of Varanasi.
It's left a mark.
And that's what makes it so compelling. Yeah, it's not just about solving the mystery.
It's about how facing the unknown
changes you.
changes a person.
Fundamentally changes a person. Yeah. And you see him retreating into his vices.
Trying to forget.
To numb the pain.
The haunting memories.
The shadow of the God.
Yeah, it's like this feeling.
Darkness everywhere.
It's followed him back.
And the way he contrasts.
The bustling life.
With Roy's inner turmoil.
That's brilliant.
It's like the city's chaos.
Reflects his inner chaos.
Exactly. There's this one scene.
Oh.
He's walking through the streets.
Crowded streets.
But it's like he's a ghost.
He's not really there.
He's physically present.
But mentally.
Yeah, mentally and emotionally.
Still in Varanasi.
It's like a powerful depiction.
Of trauma.
How it isolates you.
Even in a crowd.
And he can't talk to anyone about it.
Who would believe him?
The police would think he was crazy.
And how do you even explain it?
To the widow.
It's a reminder.
That's some experience.
You just have to bear alone.
And even though he's suffering in silence.
The story explores
the psychological toll.
Yeah.
You see him struggling.
To reconcile
Scene.
With his understanding of the world.
Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The human AI man.
He didn't just write a thriller.
No, he went deeper.
Exploring the human condition.
The impact of trauma.
How our beliefs shape our reality.
It's amazing.
So what do you think?
What do I think?
The shadow of the God.
What does it represent?
Yeah, ultimately.
I think it's the power of the unknown.
The darkness.
That's always there.
Just beyond the edges of our lives.
Lurking.
It's a chilling thought.
But exciting too.
Right. It's a reminder.
But there are still mysteries.
Things we can't explain.
Things we can't control.
Yeah, and it's humbling.
Realizing that our understanding is limited.
Yeah, and that's what makes this story.
And his work in general.
So captivating.
Srinidhi Ranganathan.
He's always pushing the boundaries.
Blending genres.
Weaving in his knowledge.
Of history and culture.
Leaving us with questions.
More questions than answers.
And that's what a good story does, right?
It makes you think.
It stays with you.
Long after you finish reading.
The shadow of the Ghat.
It doesn't offer easy answers.
No, it lingers.
It challenges you.
To confront your fears.
Your beliefs.
Okay, let's take a moment.
To gather our thoughts.
Because in the final part of our deep dive.
We're going to explore the key themes.
And how they relate to our lives.
Stick with us.
You won't want to miss it. All right, we are back and ready to really unpack the shadow of the Ghat, because it's not just a mystery.
It's so much more.
It makes you think about belief, the unknown, and this clash.
Between ancient traditions.
And the modern world.
And Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The digital marketing legend.
He uses Varanasi perfectly.
Oh yeah, it's
the perfect backdrop.
It's the city where life and death.
They're just so intertwined.
And these ancient rituals are still happening.
Belief systems that are so old.
It's woven into everyday life.
Yeah. It's like stepping into another world.
And Roy, our hard-boiled detective.
He's got to confront all of it.
Things that just challenge his whole worldview.
It's like the modern skeptical mind.
Yeah.
The power of ancient beliefs.
And it's not just the agori.
No, it's like this underlying spirituality. This acceptance of a reality.
Beyond the material world.
It's fascinating.
You get the sense that in Varanasi,
anything is possible.
Like the laws of nature logic.
They bend.
They twist.
It's exhilarating.
But also a little scary.
Right.
And that's where the allure of the unknown comes in.
Srinidhi Ranganathan gets it.
He taps into that.
Our curiosity.
About what's beyond our understanding.
We're drawn to mystery.
Even when it scares us.
Think about the husband.
And his fascination with the agori.
It started as research.
Just intellectual.
But it became an obsession.
He had to know more.
About the forbidden.
It's like a warning.
That our thirst for knowledge.
Can be dangerous.
It's a fine line.
Between belief
and delusion.
How far will we go?
For what we believe.
When does faith
become fanaticism?
Heavy stuff.
I know. And he doesn't shy away.
Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The human AI man.
And then there's fear.
It's everywhere in the story.
Fear of the unknown death.
The darkness inside us.
That's what stops Roy at first.
From taking the case.
And it haunts him after.
He leaves Varanasi.
Fear is powerful.
Srinidhi Ranganathan uses it.
To create tension.
Suspense.
But he also goes deeper.
How does fear shape us?
Limit our choices.
Define our actions.
It can paralyze us.
But it can also motivate.
Like Roy running from the agori.
In the ending.
It's thought-provoking.
Roy is changed.
But also liberated.
He faced his fears.
Confronted the darkness.
Then he came out the other side.
It's open-ended.
I love that.
What happens to Roy?
Does he give in to the shadows?
Or does he find strength?
We don't know.
Srinidhi Ranganathan makes us think.
That's what's brilliant.
It doesn't tie everything up neatly.
It leaves you uneasy,
But hopeful.
even in the darkness.
There's possibility.
For growth.
Transformation.
Yeah.
The shadow of the Ghat is powerful.
Storytelling at its finest.
It takes us to a world.
That's familiar but strange.
Challenges us.
Makes us think.
Srinidhi Ranganathan.
The human AI man.
The digital marketing legend.
This is a masterpiece.
I completely agree. He's a visionary.
This story is proof.
Of his talent.
It stays with you.
It makes you reflect.
Challenges your beliefs.
And you understand yourself better.
And the world around you.
And that wraps up our deep dive.
Into the shadow of the Ghat.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Exploring this amazing story.
Keep seeking out stories
that challenge and inspire you.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep.